Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry I've been gone for a while, but I am back to posting videos and I'm going to continue this series that I had going on with the characters in Kingdom Hearts to analyze how strong they've become. So, today we're going to be talking about Aqua. So, the reason why we're talking about Aqua is because Aqua is actually one of the more powerful characters in Kingdom Hearts because she is a master. So, in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, Aqua was introduced as the leading female character in the series when it came to the Birth by Sleep squad, or should I say trio. Aqua being called Aqua is because probably her hair is blue, and it's a pretty unique name, pretty unique design as well. She's supposed to represent water, which is pretty awesome due to the fact that she's an endless wave of hope and peace, and all she ever hopes for is the best, which is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. But the thing here is that we're gonna be talking about Aqua's strengths. So I don't know how much stronger Aqua became from Birth by Sleep to Fragmentary Passage to Kingdom Hearts 3 due to the fact that it was only 3 games she was in, and she really wasn't that prevalent in KH3 when it came to fighting, but she was pretty prevalent in Fragmentary Passage and BBS. So, during the beginning of Birth by Sleep, Aqua had a lot of potential due to the fact that she was able to fight Terra equally in battle, even greater than him, because due to the facts that we have so far and the knowledge we know so far about Aqua's strength, she was so much more powerful than Terra that it made him activate the darkness that was inside of him, which caused a lot of controversy with Master Ericus, which is why the whole Birth by Sleep story went on, because of, Terra having darkness from Master Xehanort and Ventus being around and all that whole, shindig. But the thing here of Aqua is that she went through a lot of trials in BBS due to the fact that she had to, number one, fight through a lot of the enemies that came her way regarding things that were coming from Vanitas, and she had to fight her own best friend, Terra, who was being possessed by Xehanort. And she had to even fight Zigbar. She even had to deal with Vanitas for a couple of seconds. And due to the fact that she was even strong enough to break the unstable X-Blade in the battle at the end of the game, was pretty impressive. Now, I know everyone could say it's just the power of friendship. Aqua only was able to do it because of the power of friendship. But let's just think about it as a core aspect of her strengths. I believe Aqua has a lot of potential in the future games regarding her magic prowess, due to the fact that Aqua's more of a magic user in Kingdom Hearts. She's not really a physical fighter, but she could fight physically if she wants to. And so in Birth by Sleep, she has a lot of advantages. She doesn't have many disadvantages, but she did get tossed around a lot by many of the enemies, even surprise attacked. But I can tell you right now that Aqua doesn't really have many weaknesses unless you just brute force her in a battle and you take her down then and there. She was even strong enough to fight Terranor on her own and win, even though I know people would say Terra was helping Aqua in that fight, which he definitely was. But I can explain to you right now that that fight was intense. Aqua had to fight Terranor even with the Guardian. So that is a lot of stress on one person. Then we go to her having to lock away literally everything and having to put Vanitas into a secluded area in the Castle Oblivion, which is a main staple in, Chain of Memories, and having to leave him there and being trapped in the realm of darkness, which is really hard for one person. If there's another strength I would like to talk about with Aqua, is it's her mental capacity, knowing how much she went through and how much she had to go through to be successful in many things that she has accomplished. And a lot of people feel for Aqua, knowing that she was one of the only characters in Kingdom Hearts to really try to resist the darkness. Her and Sora have a lot in common when it comes to trying to save their friends. Now, Terra fell like Riku, and Ventus went to sleep like Kairi in KH1. Now, the thing here with that is that KH1 was pretty aggressive. Riku and Ansem were some pretty mean villains. They were very aggressive and very, very straightforward with their plan. They wanted to end everything. Riku and Ansem were going to cause Genesis. they were going to cause Omnigenesis, probably. They said they would destroy all worlds, so it wasn't really much of a difference there. But the thing here is that Aqua had to do the same thing with Xehanort. Xehanort wanted to control Terra's body, and he wanted to take over everything. He wanted to destroy everything and control Kingdom Hearts and erase literally everything and restart it all over, which is as bad as what Ansem was going to do. But I can explain to you all that Aqua had a lot of potential, because the thing here is that we don't know what Nomura will do with her now, due to the fact that she might get her own game with Kairi, because she will train Kairi. Kairi might be part of the Birth by Sleep squad. But we don't know yet, due to the fact that Nomura could stray away from the Birth by Sleep squad and focus more on Riku and Sora being separated, because that might be the more interesting story for many people, and more people will probably buy that. But in my opinion, I believe that Aqua is a pretty good money-making character. She has a lot of potential, especially from Birth by Sleep. A lot of people and characters love her, and she has a lot of appreciation in the fandom. And the Fragmentary Passage was a very short game, but it did have a lot to introduce, with Aqua being down there for 10 years. And she was believing that the darkness was getting to her, but she kept fighting and fighting on. And Aqua even being strong enough down there to keep fighting and fighting, even though she probably was getting more and more tired every day, she kept fighting to defend herself from the Heartless, which is pretty impressive. Because even she was able to help in the beginning of KH1 to help Riku and Sora shut the door, and Mickey used the Keyblade to seal it shut after Ansem's demise. So the thing here is that Aqua was a part of a lot of things in the Kingdom Hearts franchise, and to see her progression in Kingdom Hearts makes a lot of people happy. Now, the game I can't really speak of the most with her is KH3, but she probably did get more powerful because of her being in the Realm of Darkness, but not much of it was really shown. You get to see her fight a little, and then you get to use her against Vanitas. She did give Vanitas a hard time, so he did have to make her protect herself and Ventus at the same time, but she took the damage. But Ventus woke up and protected her. But the weird thing here is that I would like to say that that fight is a little bit weird. I don't know how that fight really, amounted to much of anything. All it really was that Vanitas came in, Aqua wanted to show her strength, then she got beaten. So that's really all that really happened there. She did help fight Terranort for a while. She was fighting Terranort by herself in one cutscene with Ventus fighting Vanitas, which was pretty impressive. But you could tell Terranort's hits were very heavy because she had to use both her hands to block his attacks, which shows Terranort's physical strength is enormous. But we're not going to talk about that. And for Aqua to be able to fight that guy, or that man, on his own for I don't know how long before Sora came along, because in the game it was a fight and then it was a cutscene, and it was a cutscene into a fight into another cutscene and remind. I don't know how long they fought before Sora came along, but I can tell you Aqua was holding her own for a while, which is pretty impressive. But you could tell that she was tired, because when she jumped back in, was breathing very heavily. It shows that Terranort has become even stronger than he was in Birth by Sleep, which is a virtue because he was already strong. But the thing is that Aqua's had a lot of progression, and her magic skills in Kingdom Hearts are really good, actually. And for her to train Kairi, it could make Kairi more of a magic user, because Kairi seems more physical in battle. But I can tell you right now, Aqua does still have the most broken dash. She has her cartwheel, most broken dodge. So that's still a thing in the game. So maybe she could teach Kairi how to cartwheel and be invincible in every speck of existence. But yes, Aqua is a really good character. I believe that her potential in Kingdom Hearts will grow even more and more. And Aqua will show so much more in the games leading on into the future. She might be in the game with Mickey and Kairi, due to the fact that Mickey's going to Scala ad Kylum and Kairi will probably be training with Aqua by that time. But I'm thinking that that could be its own separate game. Mickey will go to Scala on his own and maybe go to the Birth by Sleep Squad and tell them, but then they'll have their own problems to deal with in the Realm of Darkness. Probably something from the Master of Masters or probably something from the Foretellers. I don't know yet. We won't know until 2022. Maybe 2021, a trailer will come out this year, but we won't know until 2022. And probably by then we'll know more. The only thing I should say is Aqua does have a very high intellect. Her intelligence is very high. She is smarter than Terra, and she is smarter than Ventus. She's smarter than Sora. She's smarter than Kairi. Riku's pretty smart, but I'd say Aqua has the higher edge on Riku when it comes to intelligence. Like, Aqua's a pretty smart character. Her wits are pretty well in combat and in book writing and book skills and anything like that. So yeah, but that's gonna be my video on Aqua. Thank you all for watching. If you have anything to say in the comments to make my videos any better, please leave them down below. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all next time.